Ohio preparing to reopen its economy, and the CDC releases a list of 6 new coronavirus symptoms. Dr. Amy Edwards from University Hospitals joins us now to talk about the very latest. Doctor, first of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about where we stand after this weekend. Are we continuing to flatten the curve, or are we on the downside now?
I think what we're seeing in the overall trend is that we really are kind of on the downward side of this. There are blips here and there. There was a blip around Columbus earlier this week, and but little blips are to be expected. But if you look at the overall trend, it's very clear that things are definitely improving here in Ohio, which is great to see.
And that is good news, no doubt about that. We did a lot of things right here in the Buckeye State. The governor making a push now for contact tracing. Talk about how that should work.
So contact tracing is really the heart and soul of infection control. This is what I do actually daily in the hospital if an infection happens there. What you do is you talk to the person who has an infection of interest, and you find out everything they did during their contagious period. And you write all that down, and then you contact all those people in all those places, and you interview them, and you find out if any of them have symptoms, and you possibly consider testing them depending on which disease you're talking about. And then if you find any positives in that cohort, then you go out and do contact tracing for that group. And you do these circles of contact tracing until you find everybody that's been exposed.
That seems like a whole lot of work, I'm telling you.
It is a whole lot of work, and even contact tracing 1 or 2 infections can take up my whole day at work. And that's why the governor needs a whole crew of new people to help this.
We're talking about reopening the state. The governor is going to have a press conference, his daily briefing today at 2 o'clock. Now, when we talk about reopening from a medical point of view, what do you think that should look like?
To me, I'm actually supportive of starting to open the Ohio economy, as long as it looks like everybody's still taking precautions. This is not a return to business as usual. It's a return to business with caution. So people just to stay a little bit further away from each other. The handshaking should not come back. People need that are wearing masks, washing their hands, not touching their face. Businesses just need to think very thoughtfully about how they can have their employees work and serve their clients without putting people in undue risk.
All right, Dr. Amy Edwards from University Hospitals with the latest information on how we are doing with COVID-19. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you so much for your work.